What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including The Rock commenting on a return, Devon Dudley resigns from WWE, is Goldberg returning at the Royal Rumble, the WWE 2K23 cover leaked, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at The Rock commenting on a WrestleMania 39 return. Atop of today's news is a report about whether Dwayne The Rock Johnson is going to wrestle Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. The dream match has been talked about for several years now, but the belief was that this year's WrestleMania, which is taking place in LA, was the most likely venue. However, a report in this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter indicates the match is still up in the air. We were told that unless he changes his mind in the next few days, since the deadline for Mania plans is coming, that he's indicated he won't have time to get into the kind of shape he feels he needs to be in to do a main event match with Roman Reigns, but kept the door open for something in the future. While WrestleMania 39 would be the ideal venue since it's the WWE's biggest event of the year, SummerSlam is now a close second, and the WWE would be likely to have The Rock work there as well. Of course, it's a possibility that something is being kept a secret from everyone. WWE has always had a backup direction this year, given that they were aware Johnson was not a sure thing for some time, and as time went on and he didn't agree, it felt like the likelihood has lessened. I don't know that he's officially turned it down, but the only indication is that it was considered less likely than a few months ago. Johnson right now has different projects going on, most importantly the launching of the XFL, which debuts the weekend of 18th February, and he'll be very heavily involved with the promotion of the league. He said he would need to have training time to be able to get into ring shape, so his decision comes down to his belief of having adequate time to prepare. While The Rock is arguably in better shape now than any time during his wrestling career, he would still need to train for specific challenges of working a match. Given The Rock's work ethic, it's hard to imagine him coming back unless he's in ideal shape for the match. Now, I'd like to always remind fans to keep in mind that wrestling promoters strive to keep fans in the dark when it comes to news about storyline directions, particularly title changes and returns. While The Rock's schedule is always busy, the stories of him not deciding on a WWE return could be an elaborate work to keep fans guessing, and more importantly, to surprise them if The Rock actually shows up. Let's not forget, Austin said the same thing when he said he wasn't going to return at WrestleMania last year. Next up, an update on Jay Briscoe's daughters. And we have an update on the medical condition of Jay Briscoe's daughters Gracie and Jaylee, who were injured in the motor vehicle accident that took their father's life. According to Wrestling Inc., family friend Josh Wharton posted an update on Facebook. Gracie, 12, continues to deal with swelling and trauma in her spinal cord as doctors play the waiting game hoping for a full recovery. On a positive note, she experienced tingling in her feet on and off Thursday, and doctors expect her progress to occur on a day-to-day basis. As for the younger daughter, meanwhile, Jaylee, 9, was diagnosed with an open tibia and fibula fracture at the local hospital where she underwent surgery. The doctors placed her in an external fixator and sent her to a bigger hospital where she remains. The article also referenced a text from Jay Briscoe's widow Ashley. Both girls are in a lot of pain. We would like to express how thankful we are for the outpouring of support from our community and the wrestling community. It sounds like both daughters have a long road to recovery ahead of them. As we mentioned in our previous report, a fundraising page has been set up for the family and we have posted a link in our video. Next up, Triple H's new policy for the Undisputed Tag titles. Is the WWE going to split up its Undisputed Tag Team titles? Well, that's the direction the company seems to be going towards, as it's announced that the Judgment Day will be challenging the Usos for the Raw Tag Team Championship, while the tournament has been held on SmackDown to find the number one challengers for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Meltzer dived into the situation in the latest issue of The Observer, suggesting this may be a booking strategy rather than any effort to split the belts. The idea right now on the tag team front is that there are two sets of belts. The Usos are champions, but the Raw and SmackDown belts are different. This is a new Paul Levesque move, and it does allow the Usos to lose one set of belts and keep the other. It was explained to me that the hope is to make fans think it's more likely somebody beats them for one set of belts. Do you guys think the WWE is going to split the Undisputed Tag Team Championship soon? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, heat between Stephanie McMahon and Vince? A former WCW head honcho Eric Bischoff seems to think so, as during a recent episode of his podcast, Eric Bischoff commented on Stephanie's abrupt resignation from the WWE. The fact that she resigned, there's one of two things I guess that are going on there, maybe more, that are kind of obvious to me. One is there is tension between Stephanie and Vince. Not only did Stephanie vote against bringing Vince back, her father, but as soon as he did come back, she resigned. That suggests perhaps in the view of things, there's heat between Vince and Stephanie. I wonder what's going to happen to Paul. Is he next? We don't know. Eric Bischoff isn't the only person who questioned the timing of Stephanie's departure. Unfortunately, fans may never know exactly what happened behind the scenes when Vince retired or when he returned. Next up, the real reason Cody Rhodes announced for the Royal Rumble. Speaking of surprises, now why didn't the WWE keep Cody Rhodes' Royal Rumble return a secret? Well, according to WrestleVotes, as to source the reasoning behind Cody's Rumble return being announced as opposed to a surprise, source said it's twofold, one being that nearly everyone expected it to happen already, and two, sources state that they are more than pleased with the other surprises that are lined up. And what might those surprises be? Well, fans already know The Rock is a possibility, however there's also talk that Bill Goldberg might return as well. With Triple H booking the WWE shows, at least we hope he's still in charge, expect the unexpected. Next up, WWE 2K23 cover leaked. And more riveting rumors on 2K's upcoming 2K23 console game include the cover start, release date, and more. The Daily Star reports that a now deleted tweet from a Microsoft dating mining Twitter account has revealed that John Cena will be the game's cover star. Presumably that would mean that Cena, who celebrated 20 years in the WWE in 2022, would be the focus of the game's showcase mode. The Daily Star added, according to the tweet, the game will come out on PlayStation 4, 5, PC and the various Xbox versions on Tuesday, March 14th, with the cross-gen version making its appearance on the Xbox consoles a few days later on Friday, March 17th. Finally, the article noted the tweet also claims the version is a cross-gen edition, meaning that players from various Xbox, PlayStation and PC versions can battle all against each other. While this is interesting news, it follows a recent report from Zero News that Edge will be the featured wrestler in showcase mode. For now, fans will have to wait before the game's official announcement at next week's Royal Rumble PLE to find out who's on the cover and when the game is being released. Next up, Dudley resigns from WWE. Dudley is no longer with the WWE. He tweeted, "The company, WWE and I have decided to part ways, and I felt that this is the best decision for all parties. It's been a pleasure and an honor to work with the young talent when Bubba as well as everyone over in NXT, as well as working with some of the best producers in the world." According to Ringside News, Devon also said, "I would like to thank Vince, Paul, Triple H, Stephanie and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for the opportunity that was given. I'm very excited to see where God brings me next. Oh my brother, testify." No details have emerged on the reason for the two parting ways, however it's worth mentioning that WWE told Devon that he could not participate in an ECW themed indie show last year. You may recall Devon was going to appear in Bully Ray's corner during a match and appear at a convention. A rumor has it that WWE told him he'd be out of work if he appeared at the event. Next up, did Naomi turn down a big money deal with WWE? Well, that's a report coming in that states she could have landed the biggest payday of her career. Naomi walked out on the WWE alongside Sasha Banks last May but has not appeared in any promotion. Sasha Banks recently debuted in New Japan Pro Wrestling, leading to fans asking if Naomi would appear somewhere besides the WWE. Now Fightful Select is reporting Naomi's contract was close to expiring at the time of the walkout, but that both sides seemed excited to extend the deal. Specifically, Fightful was told that Naomi was likely headed for the biggest money contract of her career before things got derailed by the situation back in May that led to her and Sasha Banks walking out. As for her returning, Fightful Select added, "On the WWE higher-up that we spoke to also claimed that there had been contact between the two sides and that they're confident Naomi will be in WWE again. The higher-up did not provide a timetable. Do you guys think Naomi will return? Let us know in the comments down below." And finally, a WWE legend wants a 5-star match with the Queen. And last but not least, former superstar Jazz would love a match with Charlotte Flair, so much so that she thinks she could have a 5-star bout with her. During an interview on a KNS WrestleFest livestream, the two-time WWE Women's Champion discussed which current superstar she'd like to step in the ring with. "I say it all the time when I'm asked this question, Charlotte Flair. She's the truth. I love her work. I love everything about her in-ring performance. I really do. The next one would probably be Bianca Belair. I would like to work with Charlotte because Charlotte is a worker. Her and I can go out there and I can call the spot and have an FM 5-star match. I honestly feel that." However, it may be some time before the 49-year-old wrestler gets in the ring with Flair, as Jazz noted she needs a good knee replacement. Would you guys like to see this match though? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.